Hey kids, it's time for another bedtime story. Gather round, snuggle up, because we're going for an adventure. Peter Frauchen was a 6'7" Nazi clobbering, dog sled riding 1900s Danish explorer. After studying to be a doctor, he said, "F*** civilization, I'm going to see and explore the wilderness." So, he set out to Greenland and the North Pole just to see what was out there. He hunted whales, bears, and wolves and made big fur coats to stay warm because the average temperature was -12 degrees Fahrenheit. One time, he went out on an expedition and he got buried in an avalanche. For 30 hours, he tried to punch and dig his way out. Nothing worked, so he carved a shank out of his own frozen shit and dug his way out with his own homemade poop shovel. Then, he had to crawl for about 3 more hours back to base. He had pretty bad frostbite by then, so he had to amputate his own toes with a pair of pliers and a hammer with no anesthesia. He ended up losing his leg as well, so Peter had an awesome peg leg for the rest of his life. When he got back to Denmark, he joined the Nazi resistance and pissed off Hitler and his officers so much they captured him and sentenced him to death. Peter didn't feel like dying yet, so he escaped and joined the resistance again in Sweden. He hated that Hitler douche. After the war, Peter moved to New York, married a super hot Vogue illustrator, partied with Mae West, wrote over 30 books, won the jackpot on the $64,000 question, and acted in an Oscar-winning movie based on his book. He died in Alaska. His ashes were scattered on Thule Air Force Base in Greenland, the northernmost town in the world. The end.